throat hurts a little, so I won't be talking as loudly. And potentially I will be drinking a lot of water while we're doing this. But anyways, we've got shit to do. And that shit we gotta do is finish building this whole fuck-ass, divider. You feel me? YFM, YFM. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm going to run over there, sleep the night away, and we're going back to this boring, boring ass routine. So if you are wondering how far we need to go, it's about 120 blocks in each direction, ideally. You know, under optimum conditions. So we need to, we need to clear out a lot of that. We need to clear out a lot of other spaces, and yeah. Potentially we also need to clear out some of the ones underground as well, which, let's just say that one's gonna be fun. That one's gonna be, engaging. Engaging the way that, like, Dark Souls is engaging. You may cry a little. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yo! Was the 70s you'd have put... You know what? Low-key, I wish it was the 70s. I wish I could get someone else to do this for me. Next season of Hollowhardcore is gonna incorporate slavery. Actually, you know what? Low-key, Mine Colonies is just that. So, you know, next season of Hollowhardcore may be a Mine Colonies series. Hollowhard Colonies. Ooh, Hollowhard Colonies. Actually has a decent ring to it. It's just a shame that I don't see too much potential with a Mine Colonies hardcore. You know, you feel me? Oh, that might not go over as well. Low-key, that one might not go over as well. Might be a little bit suspect. Especially if I'm using a white guy skin. Oh yeah, right! We did a little bit of hardcore Mine Colonies. Did we end up dying? We've done a bunch of modded series. I don't remember. I think we may have done okay in hardcore Mine Colonies. It's just we stopped because, I don't know, my computer was on the fritz. Thankfully, my computer's not on the fritz now. My current computer is a bit of a powerhouse. Well, it's a powerhouse compared to what I used to have. The computer I used to have was a porterhouse because, you know, might as well have been a fucking steak fault of for all the processing power it had. Schlog, why is there so much water in an underground cave? Who thought this would be a good idea? Oh my god. Yeah, I remember the old machine too. You know what we could add? We could bring back face cam. Why not? Problem is, I'm kind of pimply and I haven't cut my hair in like an eon. Yeah, I don't look as good. Actually, hold on. You know what? If we're doing that, let's just. I tell you what, we'll do face cam only after November. We'll do face cam on a day when I. God damn it. Ugh. We'll do face cam on a day once I've cut my hair. So I'm going back into military service in... I'm going back into reservice in about... Well, okay. On the 15th of December, I'm going back. And then we're gonna go do... we're gonna go pretend we're in the army for like 4 days. Anyways. After that, I will have my haircut back to its regular Armani cut. And then we'll do face cams again. So yeah, let me just hide my face real quick. So I don't look like... Long hair? Well, Doc, that would be an option, if not for the fact that I am about 110 kilograms and built like a football linebacker. It would be a tenable route, if not for the fact that I, looked like a big fucking ogre. I look like Shrek's cousin. Honestly, would be a viable route. Would earn me a lot of money. Thank you, Doc. The reason it looks so silky smooth is because I didn't dry it properly after I came out the shower. I look like Chris Chan. I look perpetually wet. I look greasy even. But I thank you for the faith you have in me. Gimme. Okay, and then we're probably we're gonna do as much as we can with the sponges we have, and then after that we are probably going to go take a quick nether pop. Damn it. We're gonna go pop back into the nether, and this is just what the whole stream's gonna be. It's gonna be me contiguously doing this until I have God in heaven, until I have a moderately good amount of squid ink being produced by that ink farm over there. Now the problem is we need to go approximately 128 blocks out in every direction. At least I think that's the passive mob spawning radius. It could be wrong. If I remember correctly, they move within 32 blocks of you. But they only spawn within 128. And the spawn cap for squids is ridiculously low. It's like the game can tolerate a max of like, I want to say like 5 squids. It's either like 5 or 15. But anyways, not good enough. Even if all of those, well, okay. Even if all of those were spread out and they didn't pack spawn, that would not be sufficient. What I need is for that bit of water over there to be the only bit of spawnable terrain in this whole gay little river delta, which is a little bit of a big ask on account of the fact that in the interest of having a place that is close to home, I built it in the middle of a huge river. This river is fucking enormous, and it's not even funny. Oh well, c'est la vie. Well, if there's one upside, it's the fact that we have these lovely little machines producing a bunch of sand for us. Oh well, that are placing a bunch of sand for us. So we're just gonna repeat the sequence. We're gonna build sand walls all over the place. Then we're gonna tear down the sand walls. Yes, I've done my 2 years of military service, but we have something called reservice or reservist, if you speak the language properly. And it's basically just you come back for like 2 weeks every year. You come back for 2 weeks every year, and then you just LARP. You pretend you're an army boy for those 2 weeks. And then once those 2 weeks up, you go back to living your normal everyday life. God help me, what the fuck kind of place did I pick? If I had looked even a little bit below the top layer, I would have realized this is like one of the worst river deltas I could have ever picked. This is insane. But, okay, hear me out. Hostile mobcap and passive mobcap are 2 different things, which means, like, once I clear this perimeter out, Drowned Farm, Trident Farm, Reservice like in Remonster? Well, actually Reservice like RESERVIST. But yeah, kind of like RE dot dot service, like ReZero, Remonster, retarded, really big waste of my time. Okay, so we're just going to finish. We're going to do the part that's like in a cave, because the cave bits are actually pretty easy to clear out. It's just that it's a little bit of an annoyance to have to deal with. Okay, let me grab all of these, and we may take a quick little intermission. And the point of that intermission will be for me to go run over to the nearest Ocean Mon and to very quickly poke my head in and see if there is a chance that we could go in there and find another sponge room. Because one sponge room might help a little bit. Alternatively, we go find another ocean monument and raid that, and then hope we get like a triple sponge room, because we've been really lucky. We've raided 2 ocean monuments so far. First one had 3 sponge rooms, second one had 2 sponge rooms. So I am in a pretty good position, sponge-wise. Then again, I have finished bigger projects than this with a lower amount of sponge. I just have the ragged determination of like a chihuahua trying to gum someone to death with its dopey little retard lips. Okay, so you know what? Might as well put a border like here, and then we could start draining. We could start draining off this section, which actually we're just gonna routinely take a check. And the reason we're gonna routinely take a check is to see if the squid farm has ever gotten has even started to get to the point where it's producing a little. Okay, 3, 5, 2. That's 10 ink sacs. That's 10 ink sacs in a farm that I've spent several hours building. God help me. Also, I don't know if lighting the bottom up has like changed the way this spawn works. I don't think it would. At least I hope it wouldn't. But yeah. Anyways, we need to... Excuse me? Do you, like, mind? Okay, but yeah, this squid farm, if I could combo it into having a drowned farm, would turn an insane profit. Especially if I decide, you know, like, hey, copper builds are the way to go. And I start building out of copper. I love my suboptimal sponge placement. I was supposed to be in that farm over there, but whatevs. Live your life, squid. Live your life. Anyone else remember Ballistic Squid? Was he a pedophile? Was he also a pedophile? I know Alpha Lee was a pedophile. I know Lion Maker was a pedophile. Damn it, a lot of Stampy's helpers turned out being like terrible people. Okay. Quick nether trip. Actually, come to think of it, we could probably just build a portal like right here. Wouldn't even be too far to travel via rooftop. But we'll leave that for some later point. Pause recording. I'd like to point out the fact that the whole time the farm's been running, it's garnered me less iron, less ink than it would have gotten me if I went down there, if I went into an ocean biome for 5 minutes with a looting sword. So yeah, handy point of reference. 3. And this golem's been here for ages. Poor guy. What beautiful ASMR. Low-key, I might save a couple of fireworks if I just built a portal there. But, you know, sometimes you just need to take a little break. You know, fly over your town, take in the scenery. Enjoy the view. Man, there's gonna come a point really soon when this farm is producing in like such tremendous quantities, it's not even gonna be funny. But until that point comes, we're basically poor people. Oh. Jesus, this river biome's getting deep. Did someone say deep? And then I just flash a screen of deep from fucking the boys on screen. Wow. That was a lot of fucking sponge. Okay, so it looks like this side of the river is going to be substantially harder to clear than the other one. So well, actually, they're both going to be pretty hard to clear. Not gonna lie. I didn't want to do this, but maybe it's time we make a flying machine. Oh, oh, I don't like having to use my brain. Also, there's at least two pieces of sponge that are just floating around here. Ah, that's one. That's two. Okay. Sponges are one of those resources I'm actually going to be willing to track pretty carefully, pretty religiously. Okay. -398, 62, space 1563. -414, space 62. I think this is it. We're gonna have to Google water clearing machine Minecraft. Okay. Ooh, this guy's saying he's got an easy water remover. This is something I'm going to use when I'm clearing out the monument. Oh boy. Oh. Wait, I think this one's optimized for bedrock. 4,000 ocean blocks in minutes. Now that one's also pretty demanding. Go to the water level we want. Slime block in the middle. Observer. Slime block. Sticky piston. Slime block. Slime block. Observer. Slime blocks. Okay. Stone. Oh, okay. I see where this is going. And then sticky piston facing back. Okay. And then you put like a button or something on it and it starts going off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I could see myself building a lot of those. But man. Man, oh man. One thing I could actually do is hold on. Huh. This machine could low-key do it. This bamboo farm's always leaking. Hold on, we have observers, we have pistons, we have slime blocks. And then we just need like glass blocks or something. Or like... Huh. You know what, hold on. We're gonna see if this can actually work, first of all. And then second off, next thing we're gonna do is see how many we can make in quick succession. So, resume recording, and okay, let's say 1, 2, 3. No wait, it's 9 across, so it's 1, 2, 3. Sorry, it's glass. 1, 2, 3 slime, 4 slime. 1, 2, 3, 4 slime, glass, and then here. Okay. And then 3, 9, wait, hold on. So when the X goes down, it's better, and we need the X to go down to -270 space 62 space 1563. Okay. Well, let's actually just fly over there. Let me make like a guide or something. Oh, wait. Hold on. 270. This is the right Y level. Well, this is the right location. And yeah. Let me just Okay. So block 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. Sticky piston. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block. Block, block. Sticky piston. Actually, wait, no, we want to activate this one first. Okay. So... Huh. Weird. Oh, right. I built wrongly. Okay. So this should go 1, 2, 3, 4. Break all of these. Break this. Here. And then what I should do is looking up, break this. Hey, there we go. Oh, wait, no. The water completely backfills after it. Okay, this may be a little bit of a problem. Fuck it. Time to call out the big ones. Time to pull out the Chapman tutorial. Wait a second. I definitely left. I was counting my resources and realized I definitely left an observer right over here. Okay. So, this is probably where we're going to want to build the thing where we push out all the way until we reach the perimeter. But yeah, let me just keep on watching that Chapman tutorial. Five to 6 full boxes of sand/gravel. Good lord. I'm just waiting for Chapman to start building the machine. Don't mind me. I'm just here for the most part. Actually, you know what? Let me do some real quick math to figure out how far I need to bring this out. So, 1563. This is 1563. That is positive x. Okay, so let me just very quickly do some math. Negative 398. Negative 270 space 62 space 1563 plus 128. 1563 plus 128 is equal to 1691. 1691. And that's where we got to build the I swear I knew what I was talking about like a few seconds ago before I had a brain fart. It's where we got to build the other corner, and that will effectively be the corner guide for where we are, where we are allowed to, where we need to water drain. This farm has made me a oh! I just saw a squid die. This farm has made me a grand total of 25. Wait a second. If I just have we reached the point of having a sufficiently cleared space that I could just come down here and oh my god. Oh my god, we've reached the point where the farm works on slow mode. Because we've cleared out all of the surrounding water. Oh my god, this is actually huge. We could, in theory, start AFKing here, and we could start the production process for black concrete. I ain't even kidding. We could. But yeah, look, I lower the render distance, and then I guess if I just sit here for a little while, another wave of, oh my god, another wave of squids has spawned. Mr. President, another wave of squids has hit the World Trade Center. But wait, that only spawned one. That means that there are 4 squids somewhere else within a loaded 2-chunk hemisphere of me. Oh, no, there's one. Okay, no, that was probably the same squid respawning again. Yeah, the same one squid respawning over and over again. Can you imagine if they had souls and like the one squid? Oh, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the same one squid kept respawning, like in fucking Stormlight Archives. Whenever one of the heralds gets killed, they get sent to I want to say it's Desolation, and they get tortured for like a few thousand years until their wills break, and then they go back to the human world. Yeah, that's like that. Except instead of 10 heralds, we got 5 squids who really fucking hate me at this point. They're just writing slurs on my wall in their own ink. Human slurs. I'm getting called a humigger. That's spelled Humigger, in case anyone was wondering. But honestly, once this... Oh, actually... This little bit is kind of a spawning pocket. But if I got rid of that bit, I could probably build the farm in slow mode. I could probably operate the farm in slow mode. You know what? You know what? Why don't I try? Although shit, I will need to clear up a little bit of this. The sooner I get this farm running, the sooner I can just... Well, actually, we could take a little bit of an AFK session, but at the same time, I would also want to get the farm running outside of slow mode. You catch my drift. I would like for the farm to run outside of slow mode. Slow mode's good and all, but I mean, we could do better. We could do better, we could do better. Love me like you did before. Tell me I'm worth fighting for. Something, something, something more. We can do better, we can do better. I think that's a song by Mia Vale, who also wrote a song that goes like, I'm broke, so broke, I'm counting change in Chicago for a train that I've missed anyway, missed anyway. I've missed anyway, broke, I'm broke. Okay. I want to say that with this amount we could run the farm continuously in slow mode, but I could be wrong. Let me try. Oh, the farm produces salmon too. So hey, unlimited salmon farm, I guess, but that's not what we want. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see the other. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm kind of tempted to just build like a hopper trail below all these that leads to a chest here. But I think short of draining... Well, okay, we could make sure that draining is something that we're doing, you know, as just part of like our daily maintenance. If we don't have anything planned for a stream, what we'll do is we'll just like come here, we'll drain one section. Damn, that's a big fucking salmon. Okay, so it seems like we get less squid spawns if we are there as when compared to when we're here. Because here we're getting a decent-ish chain. It's like 1, 2, 3. But yeah, we could have hella black concrete. Which means that if I went AFK here for a little bit, right? If I just like dug myself a little AFK hole, I don't know, like right here, and stayed on 2 chunks render distance. Actually, you know what? It's probably safer if what I just did was put torches in the other two corners and then I put a trapdoor on top of that. Safer and more sensible. You know, I could also bring my bed down there. That'd be nice. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna gamble on the fact that like the light level doesn't make too much of a difference. And I'm just gonna put torches up here. Right, I did need a... Something about the light level being what it is a little bit... Or something about the render distance being what it is a little bit worrisome. It makes me think I'm about to have a fucking Herobrine encounter. Which is crazy, because I've had... one of my uncles died of Herobrine. He got a Herobrine overdose and the Singapore police force couldn't save him. Sorry, that's not that funny. But yeah. Eventually will come the need for us to make a slightly wider perimeter. And you know what I could also do? Could go upstairs, I could get materials to make a site and say AFK Farming Inc. Be back in, like, I don't know. Be back in an hour. Okay, why are there suddenly so few spawns? You know what? I could give myself like a metal door. 2 buttons. And might as well might as well polish off the one tree that I've done. My only other hypothesis for why spawns would slow down is that there's an underground water pocket near me, and that pocket is home to a number of squiddies. Okay, let me put the door here. I put the button here. Button here. Oh. Light source here. And I guess we could do like a sign that says AFK Farming Squid, be back at. Something. Oh, it's 2256. I gotta go feed my cat. Huh. And it does seem like the farm's not producing squid ink anymore. Usually dropping it to 2 chunks starts the process, but it doesn't... doesn't seem to be working today. Maybe as the other squids slowly move further away and they get to a point where they despawn, we'll start seeing some drops. But yeah, AFK Farming Inc. Be back at, well, it's currently 22:57, so we'll do, let's just do 23:55 hours. Oh, salmon just fell. GMT +8. Okay. And maybe if we could put an oak trapdoor here, so that we could look out the window and watch as squids fall. Actually, I would like to be slightly elevated, just so that I can see the squid falling onto the platform. Although so far I only see salmon falling to their deaths. Yeah, not a single ink sac. What the hell, game? Okay, let's go up to like our regular. And I guess we may just need to go find where them squids live and get to filling. There's at least one spawned over there, so shit. I don't think the five sponges we have is gonna be enough. Could maybe lower it by like a block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder how many times I've mined sponges. 1085. Huh. Would you look at that? So yeah, soon as they start gaining the ability to spawn freely, those pockets are like some of the first they spawn in. So those are the first pockets. Those are the first problem areas I'm going to have to resolve. And yeah. I still kind of have that one Mia Vale song stuck in my head. Oh, it might be Faint. It might have been Faint instead of Mia Vale. It's the song called... I think the song's just called Do Better. Anyways, we need to go to -270, 1691, because that is the other... That's the limit for how far we need to go. Which I'm not fond of the idea of having to travel that far. Oh, why don't I just put like, why don't I just like take these shulkies? Well, at least all the ones that still have sand in them. Okay, so this needs to go all the way to 1691. Wish there's a way to turn off specific Minecraft noises. Turning off the piston noises would be pretty handy right about now. There we go. It means that we kind of lose our ASMR whenever we whenever we use the sponges, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. So we need to go to 1691. And then, okay. And then opposite from 1691, we need to do 1547. 1547 minus 128 is 1419. So, negative 270, 62, space 1419. Okay. Oh shit, I built them a block too high. Whoops. Shit. Let me just get a good look at how much space I'm going to need to... Fuck me. Might as well have picked an ocean biome and decided to get rid of all the water. I'm going to fly to this bed and just... I'm gonna fly to this village and just steal the first bed I find. I'm not a good person. Oh, and you're a nitwit. I'm sorry. They're gonna eat you. So it looks like the farm can run in slow mode, I guess, but it's not optimal. And if I want the kind of rates I'm gonna be expecting, we may need to make it optimal. Or we may need to optimize it further, rather. All of this for Project Dragon Mount. You know what, let me go to 1691. Oh god. That's a lot of blocks away. Oh fuck me. That's a lot of fucking blocks away. Hold on. 1691. Imagine if I died in hardcore doing this. a second. Am I even on the right block? Oh my god, we're not on the right block. This block is one block off. Targeted block 269. Then why? Okay, I need to understand. This block, targeted block 270. Yeah, okay. Well, whatevs. I guess we're building over there. Then we're making a right angle turn anyways, so yeah, this is definitely targeted block negative 270. Okay. And honestly, I'm not sure if having the perimeter like one block off makes that much of a difference. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. But actually, maybe we should work on the parts that are a little bit closer. That way, we can get the farm to at least operate in slow mode. Hmm. Yeah, we definitely need to start like we definitely need to section this out a little bit further. Like partitioning walls. Hmm. Well, the good news is the fact that this is 9 across probably means I can just put a retaining wall in the middle at 4 and then call that a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just put a retaining wall here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so begins the start of us dividing this whole beautiful river biome into grids, and then building those grids all the way up, and then getting rid of all of the river. Huzzah! Okay. You know what? I've never said this before. Well, I've never planned to do this before, but this is so boring. This content is so boring. It may be relegated to stuff I do off camera, which is crazy because the plan was to not have any off camera content this season, to record everything, to make sure we don't just spend like 35 hours AFK in a room every time we need like a resource. The fact that we're even considering doing this is insane. Maybe if I just remove all the ones in the immediate vicinity, that'll help. Like anything that's within, I don't know, 32 blocks. That should work, right? God willing. Except for the fact that there's water below and water above. And probably there's water saturating the area beneath the river delta itself. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. We got all our sponges. All of our ducks are in a row. All of our sponges are in order. This one more section has been cleared out, and that leaves only like a bajillion more sections for me to clear out. God help me. And I left the bed over there. I left the bed over there. Whoops. Although, actually with that section cleared out, there's something I would like to see, which is if dropping it to 2 will create a continuous stream of squids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yo, what's going on? Hello, fearing the foreign pork. Welcome to the stream. I was just about to hop off and go AFK for like an hour just to see how much we could get in. Just see how many ink sacs we could get while running the farm in slow mode. You know what? Yeah, let's just edit this sign real quick and let's hop off for a little bit. So it's currently 23:23. I guess we can. You know what? 23:53. And if we come back and we still see squids falling, we'll know that that's a good sign. And if it's stopped completely, then what we need to do is we're going to need to come back and just fill this place up completely with, like, get rid of every single block of ambient water. So yeah, I'll be back in like 30 minutes. Okay, I am back. Let me take a quick sleep, and I'm still seeing things falling, which is a good sign. Oh, okay. Unironically, pretty good sign. 51, 2 stacks almost, 2 stacks, 3 stacks, wow. 2 stacks, 4 stacks, 1 stack, 3 stacks and some change, a stack and some change, and almost 2 stacks. Wow. You know what? This farm has not been too bad, honestly. And now we may just start by making a shitload of black concrete. Although I'm realizing we probably need to run upstairs, get a little bit more. Hey, and we're still getting squids, which is amazing. Okay, we may need to get like a... We may need a shulker box for this, but anyways, we can turn this into... Ooh, yikes. We can turn this into a pretty decent farm in its own right. Oh. I definitely saw a squid fall through there, I think. So yeah, 2 salmon, and I guess we just kind of wait. Well, I guess first we'll go back and see how much black concrete we can afford to create. So, I guess we now actually have a working squid farm, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, next thing we gotta do is create a concrete converter, I think. You know, I could probably do. I could probably just empty out all of my shulker boxes that don't have the important things into them. And then I could just, well, then I could just take... Okay. None of this. Some of this actually can stay. None of... Well, that can stay. We'll get rid of all of these. Keep all of that. Get rid of all of these. Get rid of all of these. Except I'm gonna bring these to hell and clean them up on the roof. So we might just be able to fit all of this into like 2 double chests. Oh wait, hold on. We just put gravel in here. Okay. Wait, this, these. Oh, hey, we still got a couple of freed villagers. That's cool. But okay. So, when we get there, there's going to be a bunch of gravel. No sand? No sand? Okay, so we're just going to take... Wait a sec. I definitely know where there is a shulker box full of sand. It's with a bed we forgot to take. But yeah, we'll see how much black concrete we can make. Wait, what? Oh. Well, I guess we took it anyways. Then that means we're gonna need to. Next episode will probably be the episode where we make a end portal based sandblock duper. But in the meantime, we're going real quickly up to the nether roof, and then we're going to. Well, first we're gonna convert. We're gonna put down all of the boxes. We're gonna take all the gravel we have, and then we're going to Well, what happens after that? I guess what we should do next is. I guess what we should, in theory, do next is get trading a little more, because we have a way to farm gravel. We got a way to farm sand. Okay. Now we are just going to see. Okay. You know, we can probably afford to put our stuff down here. So. Not that. Oh, these we will actually need. Okay, one stack and 28. Then we put this here. This here. That's unrelated. This is about as much sand as we have left. Empty shulker and that much. Okay, so first things first, we convert a bunch of these into black dye. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we throw out all the sand. But before we do that, we are also going to want some gravel. Gravel. And here we're going to want gravel as well. And let's just make as much as we can. So, first step, black concrete powder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, no, sorry. We were missing gravel. Black concrete powder, black concrete powder, black concrete powder, black concrete powder. One, two, 3, 4. Okay, looks like with all of that black dye, we managed to fill up just about a shulker box. So let's take the rest of our gravel, put it in there with all of our black dye. Oh, wait, shit, hold on. We still have a bunch more sand, actually. Low key. We might be able to hit 2 full shulkers. I'm not sure how much more than that we could do, but 48, 64, 44. 2, 3, 4, 5. We had a chest. Oh my god, I think I may have left the black shulker just lying on the ground. I may have just left a black shulker box lying on the ground at the squid farm. And it's a black shulker with all my good items in it. Really hope the chunks became unloaded as soon as I left. That one has a bunch of gold in it. And if I felt so inclined, I could definitely use the gold to my own advantage. In fact, I could just take all the gold, straight away convert it to useful, convert it to gold ingots, and then hopefully see how much gravel we would get out of that. That or I go find a gravel mountain and start mining, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. We have a way to farm gravel, sustainably, renewably, infinitely. Yeah. There's no shulker box sitting there, which means it's probably in a shulker box that I left lying on the ground here. Right? Right? Did it fall off the edge? I don't think so. But if it isn't there, then where's my black shulker box? Did I, by any chance, just break it and then place it into one of the chests? By accident, thinking it was like a black concrete or something? Oh. Oh, yeah, there we are. Oopsie. Yeah, and we got a ton of gold. And I could just take that gold, trade it away. Now, I am gonna want to sleep eventually. I mean, in real life. But it is, But I mean, I went to bed at 2 yesterday. It's currently a little bit past midnight. I'm wondering if... Wondering if I could go a little bit longer. You know what, part of me is like, yeah, we could go a bit longer. The other part of me is like, I mean, we've streamed for a couple hours, we've made a little bit of progress. We have way more squid drops than we did before. We can probably call it a day. So there's a definite limit for how much we should be able to give them at once before they start to build, you know, before the item outflow starts to get too high. But I don't think we are that close to it yet. Yeah. Plus, we do need a lot of gravel. And maybe I should be, I should endeavor to get a couple more piglins into that thing. Because that just means, more piglins just means a faster rate of trade, means a faster, more items being dropped out. And as long as I only give them so many items at one time, we are not likely to reach a point where it's, I guess, deleterious to the... Uh-oh. Deleterious to the efficiency of our farm. As long as we have... Well, as long as we only give them an amount that the... Ooh, that the system can handle. Timeout, we just had so many spawns go at once. Okay. Okay. Give me a helmet. Put that on. But at the same time, actually, let me get a bunch of gold with which to bait them. Okay. So there's at least one of you. Where are the rest? Oh! Okay. Hold on. Okay. I'll just kind of stuff you into this hole, if you don't mind. Okay. And then you gotta... Okay. You know what? Just for you, little buddy, I'm gonna make a staircase up. And buddy, you are going to love what I make this staircase out of. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then... Come on. Come on, buddy. Yeah, this guy's borderline special needs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then once he's up here, I should be able to just bait him into the hole pretty easily. Honestly, I just need enough of them that entity cramming is about to... Excuse me? Hello? Dude. Did you suddenly stop liking gold? Come on. Get angry at me. Get in the hole too. Hey, there we go. Okay. Couple of items. They're acceptable. Obsidian, nether brick, that, ender pearls. Throw them all into the sorting system, and then we are about to see the item output rate jump up by quite a substantive amount. So we're just going to climb all the way to the top, and we're going to wait. Okay. It looks like we actually have a couple, like 3 more piglins here. So we'll just get like one of you in here first. We just need to get them in like one at a time. Wait a second. Okay. First, let me just push him in. Okay, all 3 of them got jack-o'-lanterns on? Great. So that's 1. I think they're starting to approach spawn limit or cramming, and well, no, they're probably nowhere near entity cramming threshold. What am I saying? Drop, drop, drop. Come on, just one more. Why is that one piglin suddenly so angry at me? Or why is that one piglin suddenly so mad? Wait, I need to find a piece of glass. You aren't good enough. Okay. And now, if I want to see the farm go truly insane, well, first things first, I'm gonna need to start filtering all of these excess items through here. Quartz, always helpful. I'm also gonna need to get rid of all of those gold blocks, because yeah, just because. Wait, what is that? Oh, yeah, just fire resist pot. No big deal. Okay, so they are at 5. Yeah, let's just. And the rate at which they trade is going to very quickly overflow the rate at which my hoppers can handle the trades. So part of me is thinking maybe I should only give them like 2.5, maybe 3 stacks at once. Okay, yeah, that's a sensible amount. And yeah, it's very quickly going to overflow what they can sensibly store. What this does mean is we have a way to farm gravel pretty quickly and reliably. So yeah, this has only black concrete. This is sand. We could just take this. That's one filled. That's two filled. I'm gonna have to fill this, this, and this. Although, it would probably make sense for us to go deal with for us to go sort out, or for us to go mine a little bit more sand. But then again, this may actually be enough sand for the roof. And honestly, we just need to put the roof in. The others we can mine. We can mine out as is. Yeah, it's already starting to overflow. And then I guess like 2 stacks should be the limit. 'Cause wow, look at how quickly they're picking everything up and trading. Exquisite. I can't imagine how fast this would go if I had all like 24 or 23. Okay. Okay, so I just let that run. And then I put this in there. And then I just wait for all that stuff to just get absorbed. Actually, the time's 0024. So by the if it's like 0025, 0027, and like there's still stuff there, I'm gonna assume we need to do more. But yeah, look at that. We're already getting a crazy amount more gravel. Oh, actually, it looks like the item intake system has already dealt with that. Wow. Very, very fast. Yeah, let's give him like 90. And then we'll hope. Got a bit more quartz too. We can use that for, well, building stuff with quartz, but also for, oh, like a million other things. Crazy how most all of these piglins are wearing boots. They got that shit on. Actually, now that I'm seeing just how fast the resource rate, the now that I'm seeing just how fast it can be, a little part of me kind of wants to see how much higher we could bring this. Just the tiniest little part of me. Wait a sec, there's no way that was a pack spawn of 4. Oh, wait. Yeah. It's all they're all zombies. Oh well. Okay, and then we'll put in a stack and a half. And actually it looks like there are no items lingering on the catchment area. Well, I mean some stuff still be getting pulled out of the hopper, but once that's done we'll reactivate the farm. And yeah. Damn. We're turning a profit. Actually, you know what? I know it's more space efficient, but it would probably just make more sense, you know, just take the gravel home with us. Just gonna wait until that hopper empties out, and then I'll go back to... Hello. Welcome to the stream. Not super interesting, but welcome Mary Chopin. Welcome to the stream. Nothing super interesting's happening. We are just getting a little bit more gravel because I'm thinking we're gonna need a bit more gravel. Just for our future farm. Well, not for our future farm products. Just for our black concrete, which we are using quite a lot of actually. Let me just craft all the black concrete while we're here. once we are completely out of sand, we should just be able to... Oh, you know what? Speak of the devil. Yep. Okay. We're basically filled up, and now what we need to do is we need to go back home. We've got another 22-ish minutes online. Who is texting me at this time? Oh. Shit, it's my phone company. I got a phone bill that's overdue. Well, don't worry. I'm getting paid in... Actually, hold on. Let me check my calendar to see when I'm getting paid. Settings... Let's see. Today's Friday, 28th November. The day after is going to be Saturday 29th, Sunday 30th, Monday 31st, and then one working day, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. 3rd of December. I'm getting paid on the 3rd of December. Which is pretty good. Okay. Now I guess I should take like 4 stacks of black concrete and just go ham, because we are going to need blocks with which to build our ceiling, so... Oh yeah, this is a pretty good rhythm. That's the first phase. Well, that's the first stack. Second stack will be this. Now, I was gonna say... 2 stacks didn't get me that far last night, but honestly, all I need to do is the ceiling, and then everything else can be covered with water. I can just put the powder in the walls and then water bucket everything. Okay. We did 2 stacks yesterday. We'll try 4 stacks. See how far that gets us on ceiling-wise. If it doesn't get us that far, we might have to jump up to 8 stacks. One thing's for sure though, we need to build the roof first. And I'm not sure if we've built the thing to exacting enough standards. I'm not sure if we built it long enough. Because 1800 divided by 24 is 75, right? So it should be... Ah, got it. I see where. And then the rest can just go in the walls. Oh, and I'd better remember to turn on replay for this one. Okay. This storage system's probably gonna be like one of the bigger projects we ever do. Oops. Okay. This is gonna feel like a super enclosed space when we're done. But I still kind of fuck with it. Unironically, if I had thought to bring a shulker box to the overworld, like a live shulker, this would have been one instance in which levitation would have been kind of useful. Not even kidding. Wonder if there are any soups, any suspicious stews that give you levitation. Wait a second, hold on. This is the roof. Then we do composter, hopper, comparator. 1, 2, 3, and then okay, yeah, that should be good. Just checking. Can I? Okay, I can unfortunately reach the roof, so I gotta be careful where I'm mining. The ceiling is gonna be so unreasonably dark. I think I may need to. Okay, you know what we need? We need a blaze farm. Yeah. We need a blaze farm. We need to farm more of our chorus fruits. Once that's all done, we need to start going ham with the yeah, just mainly that. We need to start going ham with the with end rods all up on the roof. Uh End rods, ooh, actually, you know what? Galaxy floor. Galaxy floor plus void floor would probably make for an insanely cool combo. Oh, but I'm gonna need an obscene amount of honey for that. Wait, no. I'm gonna need beeswax. Honestly, might be overdue for us to get a bee farm up and running. This place is visually gonna feel dark as hell, but... Well, actually, considering what void floor lighting is like, no, it is actually going to be dark as hell. I can probably do a bunch of floor sections that are just covered up with a black carpet. That might help. Oh. And just like that, we're already out of black concrete powder. Hooray. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm wondering if I could just... Oh, you know what? This might work. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, probably not source blocks. Okay. Um... Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a block that a pickaxe cannot insta-mine, even with haste. No. Nope. No. Too valuable. Hmm. Well, okay, hold on. It's gotta be like a block of wood in one of these chests. They're, fuck it, bamboo planks. They worked on the other one. Wait, is that... Okay, no, it's just black wool. Okay. Okay, so I need to be like right here. Okay, this is the sweet spot. And then it produces a bunch of black concrete that goes flying everywhere. Although, you know what, truth to tell, I could probably fix that problem by putting a lid on this thing. And when I say a lid, let me I just mean like 3 trapdoors. 3 trapdoors would fix this entire problem. Yeah, you know what, fuck it, we'll do cherry wood. Why not? We can at least afford to make the trapdoors look nice, right? Okay, trapdoor, 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 and then could also put a trapdoor behind me, so it's kind of like protected. And then I just... There's probably a more efficient way to do this. But if there is, it's one that'll take like me building a proper block converter. And maybe putting like a sign. Ooh, actually, hold on. Okay, close enough. Oh wait, I'm still not wearing my netherite helmet. Shit. That could have ended badly. There's actually a pretty considerable difference between a base unenchanted like no prot helmet versus a... Oh right, how am I gonna get out? Versus a fully enchanted setup. Hold on. Could I just... Do I even need to go in the hole? I could just... Concrete powder, concrete powder, concrete powder, concrete powder, and we've got 1, 2... Okay. I should be able to finish like 8 stacks pretty quickly, and then get back to work on the roof of the... whatchamacallit? On the roof of the storage system. Yeah, that'll be great. Real question is, how big do I want to make the void floor? Concrete powder, concrete powder. Not too big, but at the same time, we are working with a pretty nice large area. It's a 27 by 27. It'd kind of be a waste if we just built a small void/galaxy floor, you know. Okay, and yep, we seems like we have the right amount. Okay, so this is a 27 by 27. That's a 54, 54. So in theory, what? And these are half half. So in theory, this area will take as much as this again, and then that's 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, 5 more, 6 more, 7 more. Okay. And what's 7 times however many this took? We are gonna do the math real quick. Oh, once we finish... Actually, you know what? We can just do 27 squared. 27 to the second power. Which is a little bit short of 900. I want to say... Yeah, it's a little bit short of 900. Because 30 square is 900. So 27 times 27 should be, I want to say 81 less than 900. So 800 and okay, I used to know a way to do this mathematically, but I don't any longer. There are so many things I knew that there are so many things that I once knew that I've now forgotten. God, I'm tired. I'm tired, but I want to make progress on this. God help me. Okay, statistics, items, times used, black concrete. Wait, times used. $781. Okay, yeah, we've used 781 black concrete so far, and God help me, we're gonna end up using more. Okay, we'll see if we have enough. We probably won't have enough to do this section. Maybe a little bit of it. Actually, I'm pretty tired. What's the time right now? Oh god, it's 1. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna finish this bit, and then we're probably gonna call it a day. And tomorrow, what we're gonna build is probably a, simple concrete converter where it's just like we place it into a corridor, we destroy it, yada yada, so on and so forth. And yeah. I love how I was like, yeah, we'll stop as soon as we're done with this row, and then as soon as we're done, we like immediately go back to go back to work. Nah. Okay, we'll call it. We'll actually call it a day here. And yeah, thank you all for whoever has stuck around.